Hello, everybody. This is Natural Nini One, live and direct, coming from you from the Love Shack. Got my big bro Trav in the house, and we just doing some basic questions, about older men and older black men in the world in 2023. I just want to ask you a few questions, Trav. Can you share with me one of your biggest things that you like learned or lessons you learned now that the age that you are now that you kind of wish you could have probably knew a little bit more and did something different when you were younger?
Growing up, Skyline, I looked up to a lot of people like that had fancy cars, the bling bling, Black Dave, what I'm saying,
Hey,
Mooney, Haney, what I'm saying,
low
the
rider.
Cadillacs. I was a Cadillac man, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I wasn't really in
Oh,
the
you did.
Chevys, you know
You
what I'm
did have
saying?
a Cadillac,
I had, I had a few of them.
Coupe, a white or the
Yeah, I had a yellow one and a white one,
Yeah.
so I would say, stay in school, learn something, and just because you ain't getting the money now, just stay out the way and you'll get the money later.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, and I'm glad because there's so much going on now with everything in the world and different. Everybody's walk is different. So you see people that you went to school with a long time ago, you be like, they looking good, they doing pretty good. Then you see a couple people be like, dang, remember him? Like he ain't doing too good. So I was conversating with my daughter, Kosher Naya, and we was talking about having like an open communication. Will you have an open communication evenly for those two people? You see one friend, he's doing all right, he ain't asking for nothing. Then you got the other friend or somebody from the past, you be like, do you shy away like, I don't want nothing to do, I don't got no time for that? Or do you still keep the same lines of open communication and, like, do you keep yourself open for the same way for both people?
Me, I always been like that. Anybody that come to me, I'ma help you. And I'm gonna give you two chances. You know what I'm saying? The first chance is out of love. The
Right,
second is out of concern.
right.
And if you can't get it right after that, then I gotta back away.
Right. And that's a good way. Love and concern, I ain't never heard that before. So I can just imagine.
Because, people look at somebody else's situation and they're not looking at it. I ain't never walked in your footsteps. I don't like, damn, man, why don't you do it like this? But
Yeah.
you have to tell them that.
Yeah. Because sometimes people don't want to be showed or
They,
told.
as a grown person, never want to be shown nothing. They got to learn it.
Wow. That's deep. Well, I was going to ask just a few more, fun facts since I got you here. You in the Love Shack chilling with my brother Big T Barter. And yeah, that's what we call the Love Shack
The
over
love
here.
shot,
Yeah, we in
huh?
the Love Shack
Uh
track. That's how we
oh.
roll
Oh
around here.
no.
But either I get me, I'm love all the way around. One love always, one love, one heart. I love everybody. I love all kind of people. I give, I donate. Once a month, I give something called a RAK, or RAK. It's a random act of kindness where I just give to a stranger. 1 month it may be a woman, 1 month
Okay.
a man, maybe 1 month a kid.
That's how you get your blessings.
Yeah, because that's all I can do is give because it's better to give than to receive. But it sounds crazy, but it is true. But sometimes people have a hard time. Even like sometimes we'll donate clothes with the hopes of me being able to get something back later, but that's down the line. We donate all the time. Just on that note, I wanted to ask you something else too. How do you feel about the homeless here in Las Vegas that you moved here? Like, what's your thoughts?
The thoughts of the homeless here. The homeless here, there's no reason to be homeless here. This is not California. You can get a regular job here, and you might not be able to get the fanciest place. You might not be able to stay in the nicest neighborhood. But if you make a decent wage, I'm gonna say 15 an hour, you can find somewhere to live. In California, $15 an hour, you sleeping on somebody's couch, or you gotta have a roommate, you gotta have some help. Here, $15 an hour, you can't stay somewhere. It's gonna be, kind of sketchy.
Yeah, you can live lavish out here. Like I told you, you can live depending on the circumstances.
Yeah.
And it's like now, my neighbors, they got like 3 families in there, but everybody got brand new cars. Everybody.
That's how you do it.
Nice. They own their house and move forward. But another thing, I was just asking if you only could do one, would you rather have food or water?
For how long? Because you're gonna die without eat one of them. You can live longer without food than you can without water. So I'm gonna say water. Give me some water.
Deep sea diving or mountain climbing if you had to choose one?
I would love to learn how to deep sea dive, but I'm not a very good swimmer. I can swim, but
they put me back on the boat last week. I tried to snorkel. The shit started bombing around. Motherfuckers off the plane like World War II, jumping out of a plane over.
So are you saying that you had an experience with some snorkeling?
Yeah, I did. I thought I could. I put the fans on and they start shoving. People only 7 feet of water, but once you got in that choppy ocean, you would have thought it was 100 feet of water.
You thought you were playing the top, they say. Once you get in the
back. Trav, I started swimming, and I was like, dude, I can't keep up with this. And I had to have my
how deep was the water?
The water was only 8 feet, but the water was choppy.
Oh yeah.
I'll show you some pictures too. Man, I turned around. I couldn't even swim back fast enough with the fins and shit. I got her. Then the ladder was too high to get her back on the boat. And I hit my shin so hard trying to hold myself there. When I got off, I was like, man, I'm good. I was a little embarrassed because it was kids and shit swimming far away and snorkeling, but dude, I had a panic attack almost.
Yeah, but you know what though? You was blessed to be able to go to that beautiful ass trip in Mexico.
Snorkeling, I couldn't do it, Trav. The thing, I was taking too long with the life preserver. Dude, just grab the rope and pull yourself back to the boat, man. That was a trip, but yeah, that shit was choppy. The water was choppy. It's only 7 feet. I didn't even get a chance to go look. They said it was beautiful, barracudas and schools of fish. But I was like, nah, they sent me back, dude.
So I'm gonna ask you another question. Just asking questions in fun fact. If you had to save a group of people and you had to take charge, would you rather it be on a plane, train, ship? So like a cruise ship, or the pilot passed out?
When you say save people,
like when you had to bring everybody to safety.
So like if the plane, like the pilot passed out.
The pilot passed out, will you be able to find a way to land, or if the captain passed out, can you guide the cruise ship into the port?
The wheels be on the ground.
Yeah. But you'll get the most glory from landing the plane. If you can figure out a way to land that plane, you will be a hero in everybody's eyes.
How do you guys feel about terrorists? Do you believe, do you just live every day like if a terrorist comes, just come, or do you know that it's real? Like, they out there real, just carrying back with them.
Nowadays, as sad as it is, the terrorists are from our own country. There's no Allah's blowing shit up. It's racist white, right-wing radicals with AR-15s down south shooting up churches, and Walmarts, and schools. There's not people coming from the Middle East anymore. They're coming from Texas and Alabama and Mississippi. Those are facts.
So you believe that in some form or fashion, right here in America, we're our own enemy.
We are. When was the last time you seen a terrorist from another country outside of 9/11 blow up something on U.S. soil or do something, except maybe the Boston bombing, the marathon.
That's what I was
That way. But lately, the last probably 15 terrorist acts or 20 are done by Americans on American soil. It's at a church, it's at a school, they're killing kids. Last week, they killed 9 people at a fucking mall, and they won't even talk about it. They rather talk about the border or Hunter Biden's laptop.
Oh, slow Joe, boy. That's
the laptop.
Hey, how do you feel about Biden? Old slow Joe. What do you think about the slow?
Our whole country is always, we're going to take the lesser of two evils. No matter what. Our whole country is run by either Republican or Democrat.
Do you vote?
I do.
Everybody
Did you vote younger, like right when you turned? I know, like my daughter, Coach Shania, she couldn't wait to turn 18 to vote. But back then at that age, did you care about voting?
No, me, I didn't care about voting until I was able to expunge some things off of my record.
Fair enough. That's fair enough.
Because I couldn't vote.
Me either. The first time I voted, I was 28 years old.
Yeah.
Tony Stanford's mother was at the rec. There was no football sign-ups. She walked by because she was one of the Black Soul Sisters, kind of like Donna, kind of like one of them type of people, right? And she said, "Are you registered to vote?" I said, "I can't vote." You know what I mean? Because I know I had a record on her. She said, "When's the last time you did something?" I've been out for a little while, but she said, "I'm going to sign you up." That shit came to our house on Google, and ever since then, I've been voting since 97. But my whole life, I never voted. I didn't care. All we had to do when we were 18 was register for the draft. Even though it wasn't one until the first Gulf War where we didn't get drafted. But remember when you're 18, you got to go to the post office as the law. As an American male at 18, you had to register for the draft as soon as you graduate high school in case. Like Vietnam. I wonder when all that was. That's there. You got to 2 years later. When I got out of high school, the first Gulf War started in like 89, 90. The first Gulf War, when the Big Bush sent them over there to go fight. Big Bush.
My dad, he was a World War II veteran.
The civil service or something
Your
like
dad
that.
was a who?
World War II veteran.
Wow.
And I went, I'm thinking I'm doing something good. I'm going to go down there and, get in the Navy. He told me, boy, ain't no position in the white man's Navy for you. You will go out there. The only way you can get out of it is not past the physical.
Yep. My dad,
everybody was smoking weed and doing.
They're trying to get out.
When he left Lincoln High School, they were in Vietnam. They had to go to the draft. And when he went to take his physical,
That was in the 60s.
This was in 1967. He said when he left Lincoln, you were forced to go as a young American man to defend your country.
Who this?
Eagle.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And when they graduated, it was
how Boosie was too, yep.
They went straight to a physical. He said he acted like he couldn't hear shit. And hey, Mr. Carter, he said he walked all the way out. He played like he couldn't hear.
Yep.
And he said
that's a shame. That's a shame.
What is a shame? Our president of the United States said he had bone spurs.
Yep.
You ever had bone spurs? He didn't go to the war because he was rich. You know, you have to get out of it however you can. It was a fucked up war.
I said, just act like you can't do the duck walk.
Yeah, my dad said he couldn't hear. He played like he couldn't hear good.
My nephew told me, when he went to the Navy, he told him, everybody that can swim, stand over here. And everybody who can't swim, stand on this side. He said everybody that couldn't swim was all black dudes. All the white dudes that could swim was on the other side. He said it was like a shot. And I was like, wonder how many like black dudes just don't like why they don't swim.
We used to, at Fulton, when I left Breeze, Fulton, our PE was at MLK. We were swimming, you know what I mean? Niggas' girl was fucked up. Cause you know, every day when the curl is after back. When you curl, you go swimming with a curl, you gotta wash it. You got that frizzy ass natural. You gotta spray it just will stay soft and work that shit. Then you go swim it again the next day. People wear bathing their hair for the pool and all that. Girls, man. The girls were still wearing.
When they told me
that curls and putting them in braids and shit. Shit.
I cut mine off. When they said we was gonna be taking swimming lessons for I think it was 8 weeks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was our PE. You know, like in elementary.
I had PE swimming at Keeler.
So you go here, and then like you might now they switch. Now y'all playing kickball. You know you got the afternoon PE or even the recess PE. Then next time after lunch, Miss Tappan and this is our new area. Now all the girls is playing. What's the thing? It's the hit ball. Yeah, the ball around basketball.
What elementary school did you go to, Trav?
I went to a lot of elementary schools.
Oh, you guys traveled around because your dad was in the military?
No, because he was a gambler and we got evicted.
Facts. There's stuff to grow on.
Mom had to take over the financial situation when we got to Skyline, and that's how we became financially stable.
That's a blessing.
Yeah, it was.
A woman came in.
And she came in and said, I'm going to put my family in a position where we don't have to move every 3 years. And we moved in the Skyline, first new houses built in Skyline. We stayed there for 12 years.
Because you're from Gary's.
Yep, I remember that.
But I met Trav before he moved there. At Keeler, I was in the 7th. When I first went there, he was like, hey, a group of kids came from Valencia Park.
We lived on Churchwood,
dude. You either went to Bell or Pearl, but they changed it.
Keeler was the 7th and 8th grade.
Keeler was a middle school. We went the first year they started middle school. We never heard of a middle school because when we grew up, junior high was traditional. 7th, 8th, and 9th.
Yep.
High school didn't start to the 10th grade when we were little. And then when my cousin Kenny, which was the year before him, when they left Oak Pearl in the 8th grade, they were the first 9th graders at Moore's. And I was in the 6th grade going to the 7th.
Yep. And we were the first 8th graders at Keeler when they changed O'Farrell into a performing arts school.
Wow, that was a long time ago.
They had to leave O'Farrell.
Because you
went to SCPA.
Yep.
So everybody got forced to Keeler. Bell. I went to Bell because we lived on Gribble, but I was in the magnet part. All my homies I played for Skyline that grew up by the park, Terry Anderson, all the guys, Luke Haven, they got to go to traditional Bell. My part of Gribble was magnet. So we got a bus ride to Bell. We got the bus off Sienna right in front of that Bobo House. That was our bus stop. Yeah, and it took us to Bell every day and let us off there. Me, Jennifer Dunbar.
Yeah.
We didn't like people that went to Bell.
Yeah, Bell was dope though. Bell was
What year was that?
1981.
I mean, it was Keeler or nothing.
Yeah, 1981. See, Keeler was a middle school. Bell was still traditional. A. Frey and all them niggas was still like bullies you had. They were the Weasel Diesel and all them dudes, P-Dog. They were all 9th graders still. When we were in the 7th grade, we had 9th graders on campus still because those guys didn't want to go to Morris yet. Like when I became a 9th grader, I went to Hale Junior High because it was still a junior high. Eventually, when I got in trouble, I got kicked out. Then I went to Morris.
That's how my brothers and did.
Yeah, but I went to Hale. I rode the bus with your brothers to Hale Junior High.
Where were you in East Dago?
Claremont.
Yeah.
Where Horizon eventually became the
by Madison.
It's on Genesee and somewhere else over there in Claremont.
Yeah.
But it was a traditional junior high, so we all went the whole block.
And during that time, you said in 1981.
That was when I was in the 7th grade.
Did you guys? So in 7th grade, 81, were y'all wearing coasters? From Taylor?
Hell yeah,
Or
going to
Kenny
the skating
Shoe
shop.
Store?
The ninth grade we started wearing coasters. Niggas wearing T.I. warm-ups. They was like fake Adidas.
I remember people wearing coasters and members.
That was about the ninth grade. Yeah, that's when.
What year is that?
About 83. Dark Boys and all them, Maurice Johnson and Paul Thornton and
I
them.
never wear anything that resembled coasters.
Remember coaster that was quarter
Yeah. Beans.
I wore Wallabies too.
Did you guys go to Cottage Grove?
We used to ride our bikes to college.
Yep.
Still
College,
shit.
yeah.
I remember your bike when me and Kenny, before then, when I was a kid, they kept your bike. I was riding Nene. We was going to Javier and Kenny got busted. And I was waiting outside. It was a Long's drugstore where Mervin's used to be. In the old College Grove Mall. It was a Long's drugstore right there. We was just going to steal candy because we was bike riding. That's when niggas used to go pocket whatever. And they got busted. And I went in the store to look for them. They seen me and they thought I didn't do shit. I was outside watching the bikes. Miss Brown came. They called. I was waiting. Next thing you know, Javier's mother pulled up.
Javier
Brown on business.
Javier Brown. I always used to be barefoot.
Yeah, we went bike riding in College Grove.
Yeah. Hey, Trav, I'm glad that you came over to the Love Shack and just let me interview you. You know, just testing out my new mics to see how it is.
Yeah.
But just to get like laughs and stuff, when we edit it and put it all together, I'm going to let you hear it, you know.
Oh, yeah, for
send
sure.
it to you so you can see it. Let's get the approvals before I post it. But I appreciate you coming to the Love Shack live and direct with Natural Meaning One and Kosher Naya and Big T Barter in the house and 197 empty balls. Anything you want to say to anybody, this is going to go right on to YouTube Live, my YouTube channel. So we'll be out there on YouTube. Probably be a few minutes. We'll edit it out. But anything you want to say to the world or anybody that, because you know YouTube is wide. Anything.
Keep it roaches.
Right, for sure. I appreciate you and thank you so much for coming by.